Hey, what's up guys, it's Technology Hell back here. Welcome back to another video, and in my today's video I'll be showing you how can you start live streaming from a low-end PC. Considering a low-end PC, I'm talking about a system with a dual-core processor and about 4 GB of RAM. If you have these two things in your system, then you are ready enough to start live streaming from your PC. Remember, you will not be able to stream high-end games, but the games which are able to run at 60 FPS on your system, you can easily live stream them. And in my today's video, I'll be giving you all the settings and tips and tricks from which you can reduce lag in your stream and make your stream professional quality with a good frame rate and a high pixel rate. So if you're also interested in knowing how can you do these things from your low-end PC, make sure you watch this video till end because I'll be sharing all the necessary details which will help you improve your stream. So without wasting much time, let's begin. Remember, if you are using a low-end PC, the two things which you need to keep in mind is that you should be running Windows 7. Using Windows 8, Windows 8.1 or Windows 10 is not at all good for your system because there are lots of advanced features which keep running in the background, leading to increased system load. You can see I'm using Windows 7 and the system consumption is about 40% and 1 GB of RAM is being used. That is all due to my screen recorder, which is taking a lot of system resources. If you ignore the use of the RAM, then my system resource uses are about 2% CPU and 800 MB of RAM. So if you're using any other edition of Windows, switch down to Windows 7. This is the first tip that you need to keep in mind. The second tip which you need to follow, use the standard version of OBS. Don't go for the Streamlabs because Streamlabs is made for high-end streamers who are going to use lots of overlays and scenes in the stream. Since we are working on a low-end PC, use OBS with low settings so that your system load is reduced and your gameplay does not become choppier. Now the main thing that we need to move on is to start getting the stream key from YouTube Studio. In order to get that, you definitely know how to do it. Otherwise, you can just follow the instructions. Open your browser and go to the site studio.youtube.com. Go to the section of live streaming and here you are in your live control room. Dismiss any other settings and create a new fresh stream. Put the details, descriptions, title and category and all other things that you need to do, and then just click on create stream. Your stream has been created. Now just wait for a few seconds and there your page will load up. You will find enable auto start, turn it on. You will find enable auto stop, turn it on. And now check the stream key. Click on the view button and there you have your key. Click on copy and there you can just close off your browser. That's it you need to do in your YouTube Studio. Now just launch your OBS. Remember the standard version, don't use the Streamlabs as it is gonna kill your PC. Once your OBS opens up, simply go to settings, go to stream, select the service as YouTube/YouTube Gaming, show the key which is pre-installed, select it, hit backspace on your keyboard and then simply paste the key which we copied from the browser and click apply. Now we need to make some small settings in OBS that will help our stream look better. So just go to general, scroll down, let the system tray be enabled, scroll down and that's it. These are the things that you need to make in general. Stream, there's nothing to change. In output, it will be by default simple. Switch to advanced and set the encoder as your graphics card. I have a low-end graphics card which is GeForce 710. In case you don't have a graphics card, you can let it be X264, which is your processor itself. But in case you have a graphics card, select your GPU and select Enforce Streaming Service Encoder settings. Now make sure your rescale output is turned off. If your rescaling is turned on, then your system has to do a bit of extra work in order to rescale your screen resolution to the one which you set for the stream. Move on to the rate control, let it be custom bitrate, which is CBR. Let the bitrate be as low as possible because we don't want to spend lots of our internet connection just for the stream itself, because we need a good bitrate in order to run the game smoothly. Let the keyframe be 0, presets should be max quality, profile must be high, GPU 0, max B frames true. And that's it in output. Move on to audio, make the settings whichever you are comfortable with, and that's it. Move on to video, let the base canvas be 720p and the output be 720p. These both resolutions must be the same, otherwise you will have to enable rescaling, which will lead to extra system load. Downscale filter, let it be Langkos, which is 36 samples, and common FPS value, let it be 30 FPS, try not to go above it. You can also turn on this disable arrow. This will reduce your system load on the graphics of your system windows. Leave hotkeys, it is up to you what changes you want to make there. Move on to advanced and set the processing priority to high. Try to put it on normal. If you are getting a blur or lag in your stream, go above normal. Still, if there is a bit of lag, then set it to high. I am using at high because I get lags whenever I put it to above normal. Let it be high. Renderer direct 3D 11 and rest all the settings, just leave them as they are. So these are the settings that you need to make in OBS. Click on apply and just click OK. So here we have made all necessary settings in the OBS. Now we need to create scenes which are low-end PC compatible. We need to make scenes in such a way that they are not going to harm our system resources. So you can see my first one. It's a media source, this logo which keeps on changing its color. Then I have my intro. I am using an image on top of the intro as a watermark, and I have the media source placed below it. My intro which will go on being looping as on and on. Then I have the browser. Right now I am working on restreams for product promotions, therefore I have this browser source enabled. In your case you will have to click on add and get yourself a display capture. This will bring your display on your OBS screen. Adjust the display according to the canvas size and then simply hit lock. Once you lock it, it is fixed in place, it won't move anywhere. But the main trick that I want to tell you, that try not to stream while you are playing the game. Because if you are trying to stream and game at the same time, your system has to do two works at the same time simultaneously. What I want you to do is that you make a recording of your game, add a media source in your OBS scene, and then just select your gameplay recording and then simply let it stream through the recording, so that your gameplay will be going on at once and your stream will be going on at the other time. For voiceover, you can just start your stream, turn on your mic and then start giving a voiceover live on your stream. So in this way your system will be able to do the stream properly and your gameplay will be clear and clarified on the streams, whoever is gonna see it. Then I have my be right back scene and I have my outro. So these things are, it's up to you that how you are gonna make them. It is totally your creativity how you are gonna make it and how it is gonna look in the end. One of the most important things when you are streaming, just right click on your canvas and disable the preview. This will reduce the load on your system because your system will not have to render the screen which is being streamed live. So these are all the settings, tips and tricks which you can follow and start streaming from your PC. No matter if your PC is a dual core with 4GB RAM, if you follow this trick of recording and then streaming the recorded video, then you can easily stream any game, because I have tried streaming several games and more things in this same manner using the recordings. Hope you found this idea and all the tips which I shared with you interesting. If so, don't forget to hit the like button, and if you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe as we keep on coming up with such videos every week. Thanks for watching.